My brother is a cat. Like he used to have 3 cats with him and his girlfriend, and then they broke up, so now he just has his one cat. Leonard is his name. But my brother is a server, so he'll like work late, and then him and his cat just stay up till like 3-4 a.m. and he just like takes these videos, and they're just so fucking funny because like it's just like to tease a cat is the funniest thing. Like they love it.
Yeah, they're characters for sure.
They're characters.
I never thought I'd like sort of enjoy the presence of a cat.
Dude, I know. I am not a cat person. Well, I just like don't know how to be around cats. They kind of scare me a little because I feel like they'll turn on you at any second. You like you can never like fully win one over. I don't know. But
When they get wild with little roughhousing.
so my little dog Ruby, come here. Ruby. So she was a res dog, like from a Native American reservation. So she was a stray for like 1 or 2 years. And so she just has that prey instinct or prey drive, whatever they call it, with cats. So when I walk her and there's a cat, like she will lose. Come here. But then other than that, she's like the sweetest angel. But I kind of want one because I want her to get used to it, like as a, you know what I mean? Like I want her to see that it's nice. Like when I take her to friends' houses sometimes who have cats, I'll keep her on her leash at first because she will just like I can feel her legs shaking because she's just like, oh, I want to go after it. But then she can be around it and sit and just watch it. I can tell it's driving her crazy. But I'm like, I want her to like get like comfortable with one. I think that would be awesome to watch.
There's a certain level of comfort that you can achieve finally, so it's a good thing.
That's good.
Jealousy, though, for sure, between the dog and the cat.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's blue healer.
Okay, cool.
He's eating breakfast right now, but he'll be in shortly, I'm sure.
So do you take him on hikes and like?
No, I kind of stopped hiking him as well, but we do morning walks every day, evening walks, and then I go for a hike.
How old is he?
He's 12.
12. Oh, okay. So he's an older guy. Aw. Hi, guy. Hi. Aw, he's like so cute. Hey, buddy. You gonna be a good boy? Okay, well, I don't know if I should give people a couple more minutes or if this is it. It's just me and you today. Travis is always here usually, but
Happy to wait, so.
let's see what happens in like the next couple minutes. It's so interesting these days. Like everybody wants yoga, but it's like nobody knows. Like everyone's just trying to figure out what works right now. I feel like, including myself.
Everybody's normal flow is kind of thrown off. And, I mean, it's like I'm freelance, so sometimes I can be here, sometimes I can't.
Right.
And I've started going back like maybe once a week to. I did a bunch of photography for Center City.
Okay.
So I'll go to Rachel's class there once in a while now.
Cool.
But that's about it. But it's like, yeah. And you guys, it was so nice having all of you, like you and Abby under one roof.
So,
Back in the day.
I know. But we're working on a space, Paul, the Mosaic Yoga instructors. Like, we found a space. We're just now working on a lease. So just a little longer.
Works in progress.
Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm really impressed that you guys have stuck it out.
Dude,
This whole thing.
God, I know. I am too in some ways, because what a weird... It's just so weird. I really feel like we're all when it goes back to normal, but none of us even know what normal is anymore. We wouldn't even know normal if we were living it, because I guess we are. Shit. Okay. Let's just do it. And then if anyone jumps on, cool. If not, I got my Facebookies over here. Hi. Hello. Hello, beautiful. What, is that a girl or a boy cat?
It's a boy.
Boy, okay.
It's funny, the majority of red tabbies, it's really weird, are male.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's some sort of weird phenomenon.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you now, Paul. Turning you off.
All right.
Okay, so I don't think you play music, but if you feel so inclined today, feel free. If you figured it out. I can't figure out how to work any of the technology in my own house, so. Yesterday I tried to turn on the light and during a Zoom class, and I turned on the music because my husband has it all programmed. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to turn on the light. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat. And I always like to just kind of move around a little bit before settling in. So any little movements or even big movements that your body is calling for right away. And as you're ready, just find stillness. So sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Be intentional with placing your hands. And then take these first couple moments to simply become more present, more aware. Pay more attention to right here, right now. So in your space, what sounds are there? Background sounds, white noise, distractions even. And then in your space, notice the texture of the air, the temperature of the air, maybe even a smell or a scent to the air. And then notice, is there a taste in your mouth or a texture in your mouth? Can you relax your tongue? So if it's pressing up against the roof of your mouth or the backs of your teeth, let your tongue relax. And then start to notice your breath. Start to feel into that rise and fall. Notice if there's a texture to your breath, or a rhythm to your breath, a sound. And then next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Hold at the top. Maybe even sip in just a little tiny bit more. And big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, fill up. If there's any places where you feel tight, where your breath doesn't go, just feel into that. Explore that. Take it in as information, observation. When you're ready, big open mouth sigh, release. Last time, so biggest inhale of your Thursday morning. Hold at the top. And in your own time, let it go. Big sigh, exhale. All right, my friends, so Jill is with us now. Thanks for coming, Jill. Welcome. Now let's seal our lips and find our Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Start to create that whisper noise. Notice the texture of your breath as you start to breathe with a little more power. So all the way down from your diaphragm. And if this is feeling really good, if you want to stay here, just kind of exploring with your breath, feel free. Stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, we'll come to our hands and our knees, tabletop position, and just like we usually do, intuitive movement. So any exploration that calls to you, that might be regular cat-cows to begin, maybe child's pose, maybe some hip circles. Perhaps you lift up to your fingertips, explore the strength in your hands and your fingers. Maybe you even flip your fingers back to face towards your knees and kind of stretch into your forearms. Work into the mobility of your wrists. So no right or wrong, but what's going on inside of your body and how can you bring more awareness, a deeper awareness to it? Use this exploration of movement to see what's going on, to feel into it, to breathe into it. And then eventually we're going to meet up in our down dog. So next 3 to 5 rounds of breath. I'm always so amazed at all the different ways in which our body can move. So when I first started doing yoga, I feel like I had no idea. I had very little body awareness. So as I've practiced, it's become just like such a fun exploration to see what else. So where can I find a little more mobility where I didn't even feel it before, where I didn't even know it was possible? Where can I find a little more strength? So making my body a little more efficient. So that is the exploration of yoga. You can never ever arrive. So if you get back into your down dog and just kind of hang out, this is my pose, this is where I go, okay, what are we gonna do next? Probably you're not going to progress much. You're gonna just stay right where you're at. You'll plateau, and that's fine. But if you want to keep going, there is always more to discover. So how can you explore that? What would happen if you took your hands out wider? What would happen if you took your feet out wider? What would happen if you walked your hands a little further forward or a little further back? And then feel into every single part of your body. So notice the strength in your arms, the strength in your hands, strength in your shoulders. And then can you feel into your spine? Can you feel the muscles around your spine? Can you feel that connection to your center? Like I always talk about, that invisible rope. It's pulling up on your belly button. It's tugging back. Take one more great big inhale into your down dog. Nice, Paul. And then exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. This first fold will be here for just about 3 breaths or so. So if you want to take ragdoll, if you want to bring hands behind your head, if you want to interlace your fingers behind your back, give your shoulders a stretch. And then make sure you're not rocking back into your heels or locking out your knees. So I would recommend a little or even a big bend in your knees, but keep your weight forward and focus on lifting your butt up by using the strength in your core. So navel to spine on each exhale. Let's take one more round in our fold. And then next time you breathe in, halfway lift, spinal extension. So really lengthen, reach your butt back, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, let it go. One more time like that, halfway lift, breathe in. How much length can you create? Maybe even visualize your spine lengthening, more space. Exhale, fold. And then from the press of your feet, let's reverse swan dive. So bend your knees a little or a lot. Lead with your heart first, then arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, take your arms to the sky, high mountain stretch. Exhale, slow dive down. Hinge at your hips, your butt sticks out behind you. Heart takes you all the way down, forward fold. With your inhalation, spinal extension. And with your exhalation, release and fold. Empty all the way out. Fill your navel to spine lock. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Inhale, stretch your arms up. So come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round like that. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, ride your breath down nice and easy. On an inhalation, lengthen it out. Exhale, bow, fold, empty out. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, so little or big bend in your knees. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, my friends, pause for a moment here, hands at your heart, and open your eyes just softly, and just look at your surroundings. So wherever you're at, the space you are in, notice it, observe it, and just be fully present with it. So I have the most amazing view of our backyard, and there's birds and the little bird bath, and Ruby's out sunbathing. And I just wanted to stop and pause and observe where we're at. So just ordinary everyday life, if you really take it in, allow yourself to be fully present, even if it's really mundane, nothing special. Just fully experience it for a moment. See it, feel it. And then close your eyes. Great big inhale, fill up as big as you can. Exhale, open mouth, sigh. All right, let's flow. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, add a little back bend this time. So cactus your arms, lift and open through your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, slow swan dive, take it down. With your inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana. With your exhalation, Uttanasana, fold. This time, let's find plank. So plant your hands, step your feet back. Just one big inhale at the top. Come to your knees if you'd like. Exhale, halfway down, Chaturanga, hold. Inhale, press back up. Keep your arms and your belly strong. Exhale one more time, halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, press up. And then this time as slow as you can go. Exhale all the way to your belly. Back bend variation of your choice today. So you guys know I love Spider-Man Cobra. You can go there, baby cobra, full cobra, sphinx, up dog, anything that calls to you. Give yourself 2 or 3 breaths, and then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Oh, we even got one more, camo. Yay. I didn't send you a playlist today, Cam. Sorry. I hope you found some music. Okay, cool. All right, my friends. Back to down dog if you're not there already. Sorry. Just getting some posters for my coffee and my agua. All right. So from your dog pose, next time you inhale, right leg to the sky. So take a moment here and feel that length from your fingertips all the way up to your right foot. Flex, point or floint, and then lift up from your center, from your belly button. Take one more great big huge inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So hips stay really high, curl in. Stay here as you breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot through, low lunge. And then just take a moment, maybe straightening and bending your front leg. So just exploring your legs. You can open up through your front hip, you can twist. And then today, we're gonna rise up into a warrior 2. So when you're ready, next couple of breaths, back heel pivots down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mats. And then rise up and settle in. So right toes face directly forward, left toes face directly to the left. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you and really press into the outer edge of your right foot. So you want to feel your right knee tracking open towards your pinky toe. And then a lot of times, people let their left hip just kind of shoot forward. See if you can pull your left hip back so it feels like you have a nice neutral pelvis and you're just allowing your hips to open. Good job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, reach forward and then tip it over, side angle. So right elbow can come to your right thigh or right fingertips reach for the ground. Left arm straight up or left arm can reach forward. Left side body lengthens. Press through your back foot and see if you can find just a little more opening through your heart, maybe a little more length in your left side if you're reaching your arm forward. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you, press into the outer edge of your front foot. If there's somewhere you want to take this half bind, full bind, you're welcome to. We've got 2 more big breaths. Good job, my friends. Next time you breathe in, come back up, and then straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, reach your arms to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, slow dive down. So stick your butt out behind you. Heart takes you down. Slowly forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause in your halfway lift. If you need to bend your knees a little or a lot, perfectly fine. Reach your arms out to both sides. Palms face the ground. So press your arms up, and as you're pressing your arms up, press your chest down. Feel your back muscles fire even more, and then breathe more length into your spine. Maybe straighten your legs by pressing the tops of your thighs back, broaden your sit bones. Now soften your face. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go, fold. You've got about 4 or 5 breaths. Take this anywhere you want, so feel free to move and explore. Feel free to just be still. Good job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, let's come back to our halfway lift. This time fingertips are just going to stay on the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. Let's move into standing split. So right foot roots down, left leg floats up. This is just a one-legged forward fold, so don't psych yourself out with the name. Reach your left leg as high as you can. Hug in with your right inner thigh, lift from your belly button. If you want to work with balance, right arm behind right leg. If you want to play with handstand hops, go for it. Good, you guys. Press down firmly through your right foot. And then see if you can reach your left toes even higher. Take one more great big huge inhale. Exhale, step your left foot down next to right. You can give your right leg a little shake out. And then with your feet on the ground, bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, so little tiny potato bug ball, butt towards the ground. Butt towards your heels, and then nose towards your knees. Hug in with your inner thighs, squeeze. And if you'd like, you can wrap your arms around the fronts of your shins. If you've got your heels lifted, it's definitely a little balance challenge. Breathe into your back body. Exhale all the way to empty. Good job, you guys. One more round. And then next time you breathe in, halfway lift. So heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank, move through your vinyasa your own way. So add or subtract anything you want to. We'll see you back in down dog. All right, my friends. From downward facing dog, next time you breathe in, left leg lifts back and up. So take a moment to pause here, really press up through your left foot, flex, point, or floint, and then press down into the ground with your hands, even slightly forward. See if you can lengthen the space underneath your armpits, and then lift from your belly button. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So shoulders over wrist, curl in. Stay here as you breathe and press the ground away. You should be on your back, tippy toes. And then exhale, step your left foot through. Take a moment again to just move. So maybe bending and straightening your front leg. Maybe exploring a twist or a hip opener. In your next couple of breaths, warrior two. So back heel pivots down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mats. Rise up, settle in. So by settle in, I mean take a moment to just notice, to observe your body, and then make little adjustments. Again, how can you be a little more efficient? How can you find more length? How can you find more strength? How can you find a softness around the pose? Can you find your neutral pelvis? So your right hip shouldn't be shooting forward. Let your hips open as you find that neutral pelvis and that little tone through your lowest, deepest abdominals. So it all kind of happens together. Next time you breathe in, let's reach our left fingertips forward and then exhale, side angle. Left elbow to left thigh or left fingertips towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Right arm may also reach forward past the top edge of your mat. So when I reach my right fingertips forward, I press down really firmly through my right foot, my back foot. Wrap your left butt cheek underneath you and imagine you're trying to open your heart to look up. You can stay where you're at or half bind, full bind, anywhere else you want to go. Couple more breaths. Good job, my friends. Next, inhale. Let's rise up. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take both arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, slow dive down, so traction out your spine as you dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Now pause here. When you're ready, you know where to go. Arms reach out to both sides. So if you need to bend your knees a lot, that's totally fine. Feel the strength in your back body, and then see if you can really press the tops of your thighs back, broaden your sit bones. Take one more inhale, soften your face, relax around your neck. Exhale, let it go. All right, few rounds of breath here. Your exploration. Move a little bit or be still. Next inhalation, halfway lift. So find that length again. This time fingertips just on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, left foot is your base. Right leg reaches. So right leg to the sky. You can keep your hips square or let your right hip open. It's up to you. Hug in with your left inner thigh. Lift from your center. If you want to play with handstand hops, now is a great time. If you want to play with balance, now is a great time. Couple more breaths wherever you want to go. Be in your pose. Feel into your body. One last inhale. Maybe reach your right leg a little higher. Exhale, forward fold. So right foot down at the top of your mat. You can give your left leg a little shake out. And then bring your big toes to touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tiny little ball, tuck and curl. So butt towards your heels and nose towards your knees. Hug in with your inner thighs. Wrap your arms around your shins if you want to. Take huge breaths into your back body. In and out through your nose. See if you can hear your breath even more in your throat. That's your Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Exhale, let it go. Now listen, we're going to take it all the way up to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, you guys, let's flow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign your spine. Neutral pelvis. Now exhale, slow dive. Stick your butt out behind you. Keep the weight forward in your feet. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, excuse me, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Don't just move through it, be in it, feel it for that moment. And exhale, down dog. All right, inhale, right leg high, press with your right foot, strong through your right leg. Exhale, as soft as possible, step your right foot forward. Warrior two, inhale, rise. And with your exhale, side angle pose, reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Inhale, rise up and reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, slow swan dive, stick your butt out behind you, all the way down. Halfway lift, reach your arms out to the sides if you can. Exhale, fold. Uddiyana Bandha, navel to spine lock. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips down. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits. Float your left leg to the sky. You can take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl. Inhale, halfway lift, spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Good girl. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Feel it. Be in it. Exhale, down dog. Press your hands down and lift your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward. And we've got our warrior two, back heel pivots down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Empty out. Inhale, rise up, straighten your front leg, reach up, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down, wide-legged fold, empty out in your breath. Inhale, halfway lift, reach your arms out, big wingspan. Exhale, fold. Now this time, halfway lift with your fingertips down nice and easy. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Get small, empty out, squeeze. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Rise up. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart. And we've got one more round. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. Add your back bend. Exhale. Hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Listen, you guys, let's add chair, plane, or drinking bird. So exhale, bend your knees, arms reach back. Maybe you float to your tiptoes. Inhale, stay on your tiptoes if you can. High mountain. Woo! Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Exhale, dive down. Stick your butt out behind you. Inner thighs move back. Good job. Heels on the ground. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step or hop back. Vinyasa or straight to down dog. Your choice always. Inhale. Heart lifts. Exhale. Hips lift. All right, my friends. Listen carefully. Inhale. Right leg to the sky. Exhale. Right knee. Left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Add a push-up if you want to. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot all the way through. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Nice, you guys. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Inhale, rise up, straighten your front leg, arms up, parallel your feet. Exhale, slow dive all the way down, empty out. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach out to both sides. And exhale, fold one more time so you can go even deeper. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Feel your fingertips against the earth. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. And then inhale, standing splits. Pause here, you guys, so listen carefully. From standing splits, we're gonna move into a half moon today, so just kind of switching it up. So walk your hands forward a little bit, your spine starts to lengthen. Right fingertips stay down. I like to bring my left hand to my left hip. And then let your hips open. So squeeze through your outer glutes. Press with your back foot. Eventually left arm to the sky. Good job. If you want to move into the bind, go for it. You've got about 2 more rounds. Back leg strong and powerful. Maybe lift your back foot higher. If you're falling out, no big deal. That's why we're here. We're practicing. One last big inhale. Now exhale, tiny little potato bug balls. So slowly, nice and easy. Left big toe comes down next to right big toe. Tuck and curl. Stay here for an extra breath. Nice work, my friends. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga, skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, cobra or up dog, shoulders down away from your ears. Try not to lock out your elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, here we go, left side. Inhale, left leg high. Now remember, you got your twist. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left to left as high as you can get on your left arm. Maybe add a push-up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Use your core strength. Exhale, step forward softly. Warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, heart guides you down. Empty out, bow in. Halfway lift, arms reach out to both sides. And exhale, fold, dive as deep as you can. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, spider crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Now pause here. Take it slowly and intentionally into a half moon. So you can walk your hands forward a little bit. I like to reach my left hand slightly out in front of my left shoulder. And then right hand to right hip to start. That's just me personally. Let your hips open, so squeeze through your outer glutes. Eventually right arm to the sky. If you want to take the bind, you're more than welcome to play. Back leg strong. Imagine there's an invisible wall underneath your back foot and you're trying to stomp through it. Reach up like you want to touch the ceiling with your right fingertips. Everybody, wherever you're at, one more great big inhale. Maybe back leg lifts higher. Exhale, nice and easy. Tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball. Take an extra breath. All right, my friends, from here, we're gonna come into screaming toe pose. So if you need extra cushion, you can kind of fold over the front edge of your mat, and you're just gonna set your knees on the ground in front of you. And if you need to adjust at all, adjust. Bring your knees out so they're hips width distance apart. They're not touching anymore. Keep your toes curled under, and then sit your hips back onto your heels. Hands can come to heart. If you want to interlace your fingers behind your back, add a little shoulder stretch, go for it. Or if there's another arm variation you want to take, that's fine with me. Hug in with your inner heels. Lengthen your spine, soften your face. Breathe about 3 to 5 more rounds. And as that heat builds in the soles of your feet, which for most people it will happen pretty quickly, send your breath into it. Know that this is so good for your soft tissue, for your plantar fascia. So loosening up the way the muscles, or I should say, sorry, the way that the soft tissue, the fascia, is hugging around the bone. So as we stretch it out, just gives it more space. So when people have plantar fasciitis, it's because that tissue is just rubbing on bone, and it gets inflamed. So we're stretching it out, limbering it up. All right, one last big breath. You can exhale out your mouth if you want. And just bring your hands to the ground in front of you. We're not coming into a tabletop like I usually have you guys do. We're going to come back into a forward fold. So heels down, and then just lift your hips up. And then feet about hips width distance apart. Just pedal out your heels. So just like we would do in a down dog, same thing. Bend one knee as you lift that heel, then the other. And then if it would feel good, one leg at a time, just pick up your foot and tuck your toes, curl your toes in towards the sole of your foot. So the opposite of what we just did. Toes aren't curled under, they're curling over, I guess. And do that 1 foot at a time. And if you kind of press down through the top of your foot, through your toenail, I guess I should say, just through your toenail, and then press your shin slightly forward. So this is as you're stretching through the top of your foot, the front of your shin. So if you do that, if you press down into the top of your toenails and then kind of press your shin forward, you'll feel that stretch real nice in the front of your ankle, front of your shin. I don't know if I'm describing it super well, but just explore. Nice job, you guys. And you give your legs just a little bit of a shake out. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. All right, we're gonna fire it back up. So from here, Side plank Vashisthasana. Right hand roots down, roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Left arm to the sky. Lift your hips. You can stay here or left arm reaches forward. Maybe left leg floats up. Soften around it. Soften your face. Take one more big, huge inhale. Exhale slowly. Switch to the other side. So no rush. Left hand down. Roll into the baby toe edge of your left foot. Right arm reaches up. Lift your hips. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Maybe float your right leg up. Your fullest expression. Breathe into it. Soften around it. One more inhale. Now listen, exhale, right forearm to the ground, left forearm to the ground, forearm plank pose. 3 breaths here. Elbows underneath your shoulders, press down through the belly of your forearms, draw in and up through your belly button. Engage through the fronts of your thighs. Soften your face. Breathe deeply. Take one more round. And then this is our last big push, dolphin pose. Walk your toes towards your elbows. Lift your hips. Don't let your elbows drift apart. Keep pressing through the belly of your forearms. You can go wherever you want to go for about 3 to 5 deep breaths. So if you want to widen your feet, if you want to lift one leg, then the other. Play with your forearm stand. There's a different variation of dolphin you want to work with, go for it. Stay exactly where you're at and just breathe. So every option is open to you. Do what works best in this moment. Notice, feel, observe, and breathe. Last couple breaths. Press down through your forearms. Hug in with your upper arms. Lift from your center. End of your next exhale. Set your knees down. Child's pose, embryo pose, or hero's pose. And take a few deep, slow breaths, grounding breaths. And then downward facing dog in your next couple of breaths. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee, squeeze your outer glutes. Flex through your right toes. See if you can lift your right knee a little bit higher. If you want to stay here longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we're moving into pigeon. So ever so slowly, right shin to the top of your mat and set your body down. If there's a different variation you want to take, choice is always yours. Right knee is pretty much to the outer right edge of your mat. Pull your right hip back and even slightly up. Reach your heart forward. So as you're bowing forward, heart's coming forward, your right hip is pulling back. And then you can just relax your upper back. Let it round. Relax your neck. Back toes can be tucked under or untucked, totally up to you. Do keep a little bit of awareness in your back leg. So if your toes are untucked, make sure your ankle's not sickling or twisting. Your toes go straight back, just as an extension of your leg. Big deep breaths. Last couple rounds. Slowly begin to find your way back to your three-legged down dog. And then once you are back in three-legged dog, give your right leg a gentle shake out. Maybe roll out your ankle, open your hip. You might even flip your dog as a counter pose, up to you. When you're ready, regular down dog, and just walk it out. You can move through a vinyasa if you want to, reset through your body. And then next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. Open your left hip, bend your left knee. So try not to sink into your right wrist, your right shoulder, or your right hip. Just create this twist from your mid-back all the way up into your legs. See if you can lift your left knee a little higher, flex your left toes, one more inhale. Stay longer if you want, otherwise exhale, pigeon pose, nice and easy. Left shin forward. Left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat. Pull your left hip back and slightly up. So we're hugging towards midline. We're plugging the femur bone into the socket. And then as you pull your left hip back, heart reaches forward, hinge at your hips, bow forward. You can let your neck relax, let your heart melt. So last night I was practicing with Creme Dog, and he was asking for help in his pigeon, and he was like, can I relax my back here? And like squeezing his back muscles around his spine, trying not to round, I guess. So yes, you can relax your back. This pose is focused on our left hip. So that is your first priority. Left hip pulls slightly back, slightly up, heart reaches forward. And then everything else just kind of softens around it. You can explore back toes tucked or untucked. You can explore walking your back knee a little further back. Keep activation through your left toes, your front toes. So spread or pointing is fine. You just want to make sure you're doing something with them. So you're locking the tendons and ligaments in place so they're not pulling around your ankle and pulling around your knee. Big breaths. And then I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to stay for a couple more rounds myself. But I'll leave it up to you ultimately in your practice. When you feel pretty much even on both sides, just slowly start to work your way back up. Three-legged down dog. No hurry whatsoever. Shake it out, wiggle around, roll it out. Flip your dog if you want. And then eventually just one final down dog. Walk it out. And if you want one final vinyasa, take it. All right, you guys. One last breath into your down dog. Press the ground away. Lift your hips. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, just set your knees down. And let's find our way down onto our backs. So however you want to transition, whichever direction you want to face. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in and rock gently from side to side. Supine spinal twist of your choice, legs over to the right side. Left arm reaches out to the left, or cactus with your left arm, gaze up or over your left shoulder. Let the ground hold as much of your weight as possible. Keep your breath big and spacious, move it down into your belly. And then in your next couple of breaths, you guys, just come through center and do something to kind of neutralize your pelvis or your spine. So you can take a full body stretch, you can hug your knees in, you can rock it out, you can take a happy baby. You can bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent and bring your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. Maybe windshield wiper a couple times. And then when you're ready, twist to your other side. We'll take about 5 rounds. Breathe down into your belly. Exhale all the way to empty every single time. And then I'm just going to leave it up to you. When you feel pretty even on both sides with your twist, come back to center. And again, take a moment to neutralize. This time I'm going to go for a happy baby. So if you're in happy baby, you can rock it out. You can explore from there. If you chose somewhere else, wherever you're at, just explore your body. And we'll take about 10 breaths to transition into final relaxation, final resting pose. So in 10 breaths, anywhere you would like to go, any final stretches, any final movements. And my thought for you today, I'm not going to read anything, I'm just going to share with you some inspiration that I got during class. As I saw Cam dart off his mat to probably go chase his dog or something like that. And I was just thinking about how lately in life I've been trying to work with everything not being perfect all the time and giving myself permission to, every single time I step onto my mat, my practice doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. If my practice is coming to my mat and then darting off 5 times during class to go chase my dog or to go whatever needs to be taken care of, sometimes that's how life looks. Sometimes that's how our day goes. But we're still showing up and we're still going through the motions of practicing, putting in our time, our energy, and taking time to at least be present if it's only for a split second, if it's only for a moment. We're taking time to breathe deeply into our bodies, which sadly I think is something that is so underutilized in our culture, the power of our breath and what it can do for you from the inside out. We're taking time just to, even if it's only for 30 seconds at the end of class, to just rest and to just soften into our body. Be present with ourselves. So give yourself a break. Your practice doesn't have to be perfect every time. It doesn't have to be this huge aha, eye-opening experience every time. Nothing is like that in life. Everything is an ebb and a flow. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with your friends, with your work, with your family, your kids. So let it ebb and flow and just ride that wave. It's so easy to say those words, but when it happens and when you're in the ebb, it's like, ooh, maybe I don't want to do this actually. Keep showing up. So for these last few moments, I will stay with you and bring you out of Shavasana. If you want to, you're welcome to turn off your Zoom and just drift off and close your practice for yourself when you're ready. So last few moments, just allow yourself to be right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. And big exhale, let it go. And bring gentle movement back into your body. If it would feel good, you might even give yourself just a little temple massage, a little eyebrow, eyelid rub, forehead massage. And then roll onto your side body, fetal position. Using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up into a seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Lengthen your spine and the back of your neck. Close your eyes. So right back where we started. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. And just bring your hands to your heart. And bow your head to your heart. Thank you so much, you guys, for showing up, for taking time to come to your mat, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Well, I'm pretty sure my neighbors started chopping down their tree during Shavasana, so sorry if you guys could hear that. I muted my Zoom, but my Facebookers probably were like, what?